guys, welcome back to my channel. I know how it feels. It feels quite devastating and worse when your visa gets rejected. So today in this video, I'm going to list out few reasons why your visa might get rejected so that all of you are careful before you lodge your visa. So without any further ado, let's get started. The primary reason for visa refusal is having insufficient funds, or you are stating that you don't have enough funds to cover your fees as well as your living expenses. So fees and living expenses are two most important expenditure that a student has to show evidence for. So when you fail to show this evidence that and the total financial setup is provided in such a way that it is not sufficient for your course fee and also the living expenditure, that's the reason why they refuse your visa. So be very careful about the total funds that you are showing, or the evidence of funds that you're showing when you are lodging your visa. Let's say you have to show 20 lakhs in Indian rupees. Show 25 lakhs so that you're always on the safer side to get a visa. The second reason why they might refuse your visa is having questionable motives. Now, when you get a call from your university or from any official to interview you for the purpose of providing you or granting you visa, if the case officer finds suspicious motives with the answers you provide, that's when your visa gets rejected. So you've got to be very careful about every word you put out when you're talking to the case officer, because otherwise, if he finds you to be with questionable motives, or if he finds that you are not answering appropriately, or even if he feels that you are providing false information, that's when they're going to reject your visa. So be very careful when you're answering. When you know that you're going to have an interview call, write down all the possible answers that you want to provide, which is obviously they have to be accurate and 100% true. Write down and make sure that you're not nervous, even if you feel that you're being more nervous, so that you have a book in front of you with the answers and you can just read out, so that they are quite happy with all the answers you're providing. The third reason of why visa might get rejected is when you have a huge gap between employment and education, or if you are being unemployed for a long period of time. Now, when you are moving to another country, you need to show them, this is the education proof that I have, this is the employment proof that I have. And when they see that you're being unemployed for a long period of time, they might ask you, look, tell us why is the reason of your unemployment. Then you got to provide the proper evidence. If the evidence is not proper, visa refusal is gonna happen for sure. And if there's a huge gap between education, so let's say you finished your education in 2015 and you're being unemployed even in 2019, which is almost 4 years, and they're going to ask you what is the reason. Either you say that I've been doing internship, then you have to provide that evidence. Look, this is where I was doing internship. Or if you say that you've been working on your own business, you need to show the evidence of your own business, that you worked and it didn't work out, or whatsoever the reason is. So the evidence of this huge gap between unemployment and education, or even if there's an education gap, let's say you finished your 10th grade and you haven't studied your 11th and 12th grade for next 3 years, you need to show that, look, I didn't have enough funds to study, and that's the reason I wasn't able to study, and now we are all good financially. That's the reason I'm planning to move to your country. So whatever you state, the evidence has to be provided. If that's not there, then the visa refusal might happen. The fourth obvious reason for visa refusal is inappropriate choice of course or program. So let's say I've studied bachelor's in hotel management, and here I take master's in IT. So both of them are two different streams and they don't even connect to each other, and this inappropriate choice of course could lead to visa refusal, and it will lead to visa refusal. We've seen that a lot of visas are getting rejected, so I'm pretty sure that students may not be knowing few of the rules, and that's the reason this video is up. Whatever stream you have studied, please follow the same stream. Do not think of diverting, because if you choose a different stream, then what happens is the case officer might get obliged to reject your visa. Final reason that I would put out for visa refusal is when you don't meet health and character requirements. if you have a substantial criminal record, or if the country feels that there's a possible risk if you enter the country, or if you've got a criminal record, so they check your health, they check your conduct, and based on this the visa is granted. Sometimes if something happens and they find these kind of records in your file, or based on your file, that's when they reject your visa. Now these are the 5 major issues behind visa refusal. There might be many other reasons as well. Also make sure that you put out your authentic documents when you're lodging visa. Never take a risk of using any other documents. I hope you understand what I mean. So if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up, and do subscribe to my channel and share this video as much as you can, so that it's quite helpful for all of the students who are planning to move. Bye.